Well, good morning, everybody. Hello. Hey, it's Becky from Power Tools with Thread. You are in our Stitchuation room. This is a Monday through Friday. I got hair. Virtual stitching retreat where you hang out with me in here, follow me on my sewing journey, and I hope I can inspire you to put something under the needle. Good morning, everybody in the chat. How are you guys? Great to see y'all. Hi, hey. All right, first things first, we got a Frito visit happening here. This is, come over here. Come over here. Good girl. Good girl. Let me point you down where you can get a peek at Miss Frito. There she is. Poor thing. She's just skin and bones. Look at her. You want your biscuits? Those are Dave biscuit. Good girl. I hope you guys are doing well. You don't know what TSR means? It's the Stitchuation room. I didn't have enough room. YouTube limits me to 100 characters in the title. And so I have to be, judicious in what I do here. You want your stick? Here, go brush your teeth. All right, bye-bye. Rawhide. A rawhide a day keeps the doggy dentist away. So excited. We're going to pick up our new baby on Saturday. Very happy about that up in Austin, getting her from a breeder up near southwest of Dallas area. Yeah, Stephenville, Comanche, Texas area. So our last 5 dogs, let's see, Buddy, Macy, Harley, Blue, Frito, have been rescues, but this one we're looking for a specific. So we're going to be getting a cowboy corgi. Dad is a full-blood blue heeler, and mom is a purebred corgi. So very fun. Can't wait. Her name is Dottie. So anyway, she's super cute. All right. You like that I put the date in the title? Yes, Midge, that's very handy. I know. It's really handy, because sometimes YouTube doesn't display them in date order unless you know how to go in and do the sorting, which is really hard on a mobile device. But today is Thursday, August 14th, 2025. If you're watching on replay, thank you. I appreciate that. It is Dottie. Yay for Dottie. I-E or Y, I haven't decided yet. But I've already called the vet. I like the Y, I think. I'm Becky with a Y, so I think I'm going to go Dottie with a Y as well. She is just, the cutest little thing. And I had a horrible dream, y'all, that she accidentally sold her to somebody else. And I was like, no, broke my heart. I woke up, I said, oh, it was only a dream. Oh, my goodness. Hi, Betty. How are you? Thank you for joining us, sweetheart. Okay, so haven't heard that name since Dottie West and Kenny Rogers. Dottie is short for Dorothy, right? But maybe we could make it short for Dorito. So I've got a Frito and a Dorito. I love it. I love it. Anyway, so I had promised you guys an announcement of a new product last week. And I got it and I played with it some in, hold on. My watch is telling me that I am not connected to y'all. Okay. I played with it some on a cruise before it was labeled and marketed. And if you've ever been on a sew and sale cruise with us, you have probably seen this stuff, but I want to share with you brand new products from Designs by Juju. Look at this. It's so exciting. Now they're doing a soft launch today. Some people have been getting emails telling them about the new products. It's not a big deal right now. They're going to do the big main launch on August 25th. But since you watch me, you are going to get a sneak peek and you can order this. I have a link below in the description box that says DBJJ. She is announcing brand new physical products. Today's her birthday, by the way. And we're going to do her birthday party on the 25th because she's doing a spa day today. But Designs by Juju stabilizers. Look at this. So this is magic mesh. This is a no-show mesh stabilizer. Okay. And this one is a tearaway. Okay. It's called Tear Easy. Lady Bear says, I've seen that. I love Juju too. This is Cut Easy. Okay, these are the only 3 stabilizers that are out there right now. There's no kinds of sticky or wash away. Okay, so yeah, she showed pics on Facebook with truckloads of boxes. So we have Designs by Juju with her cute little logo, Cut Easy, which is a cutaway. It's like a fibrous cutaway. Okay, and then we have the Tear Easy, and we have now you can get bundles if you want, okay? And we're gonna play with some of this, if not today, then tomorrow when I stitch out the Autumn Love letters. We're gonna probably stitch them out tomorrow. She's also promoted and created, I'm promoting, she's creating her own batting. Now, they have this batting, it is called Lofty Soft. And I want to talk to you about this, you guys. This stuff is amazing. It feels like minky without fur. It's just incredible. She's got 3 different sizes. Okay. This is the 30 by 40. All right. And I'm going to cut this up and use it in my Autumn Love. And I want to show you the difference between this and the batting that I was using. Okay. And then she's got Lofty Soft. This size, this is the medium. This is a 45 by 60. And then they have a big one. If you're going to do a big quilt, oh my gosh, this stuff is amazing. And it is 90 by 108. Okay. Well, if you just ordered no-show mesh from another dealer, you can use that one after you get this, you know, as a backup. So you've got the 90 by 108 for great big quilts. So I want to show you guys the difference in this. This one, this is what I've been using in my Autumn Love, okay? And because I'm doing Quilt As You Go, and I want to show y'all what this looks like. So we're going to get up real close. Matter of fact, I'm going to switch cameras here, I think, and we'll get up really close because I can get a better, let's see, I can get a better zoom. I got to put that on mute. Okay. Let me add this and um, how do let's see, I want to take, yeah, no, that's the wrong one. Let me do this. I'll just remove right here. There we go. Okay. No. Okay. Add that one. Remove it. There we go. Okay. I'll get it eventually, y'all. So I'm going to open up this little one, but I want to show you guys the difference. So you can kind of see on here, you can see the texture in this batting. This is this old, this has the little bumpies on the back, the pimples on the back. Okay. There you go. You see my pet behind me? Yeah, she likes to hang out there by the door. So in this Lofty Soft by Designs by Juju, brand new, you guys. And let's get this open. So first of all, it's super thin. This is awesome for table runners, placemat, anything, wall hangings. Okay, it's super thin. Oh my goodness. So let's look at the difference in the thick. This has no bumps on it, really. It's super smooth on both sides. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. No adhesion on here, it's not an iron-on, okay? So if you look at the difference in the thickness. I'll hold them side by side. There you go. So this is much thinner. It feels dense. It's amazing. Amazing, amazing. Love this. Look at that. So, so smooth. Is it 100% cotton? That's a great question. I have the paper here. This is not anything at all like Battleizer from Hoop Sisters because I would, somebody's going to ask that. So yes, it is great for table runners, Elaine. Absolutely, because it's so thin, it's not going to give you the wobble, okay, that you can get with thicker battings. So Lofty Soft batting adds the perfect amount of softness and structure to your embroidery, applique, and quilting projects. Whether you're stitching in the hoop design or adding dimension to a quilt, follow the steps for best results. So they give you instructions on using it for in the hoop projects and then using it for end-to-end quilting projects as well. Wash and care, machine wash and cool wash, mild detergent, machine dry on low heat or hang for best results. Iron on low if remove creases, press for best results. If your batting feels too puffy, place it under something flat and heavy to compress it before use. So let's see, 100% viscose. It is not cotton. It is synthetic, double punched, 100% viscose. So there you go. I'm echoing. Okay. That should fix it. Okay. That should fix it. So I'm going to be using this in my autumn love. I'm going to do this for the letters and see how it goes. Okay. I should be good now. Now we're good. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. This is what happens with multiple cameras. Yeah, I know. Um, I on this one, this is the one that I need to mute. There we go. Okay, and we're good on sound. Awesome. Okay, I gotta get my coffee. Now can you let me know? Chippy sound going in and out. Okay. Hmm, still in and out. All right. Do we have sound now? You can hear and it's perfect, Katie. No, my mic is not on batteries. Let me make sure it's running. Yep, it's fine. Green. Everything's fine here. Let me make sure this one's working. Good. We can hear now. Live streams, they're wonderful. Okay, good. Got it. All righty. So I wanted to work with you guys on um, the autumn love letters. There's been a consternation about the lettering that says autumn with a little heart. And so I wanted to show you what I'm going to do with it. Again, I am doing a quilt as you go, not a not like they are. Okay, it's still choppy. Hmm. Let me see. That seems to be working. Let me see. Okay. I don't have my phone on. My phone is not. It's not. It's not even logged in at all. Okay. So it should be fine, y'all. I don't know why. So I'm getting it's fine, and then I'm getting it's not fine. I see from you guys. Still choppy. Well, I don't know what to do about that, y'all. I just don't. Uh-huh. The sound. Marion says. All right. If it's the internet, I don't know anything about that. All righty. I'll just go with it, y'all. Thank you, Deb. So I think I'm gonna switch over to my Windows laptop so that you guys, let me see here. I'm gonna switch over to my Windows laptop so that I can, show you guys on a big screen what's going on, okay, and what I'm doing, and I can explain it better. When I type okay. Oh, I see what you got there. Alright. So, I'm gonna walk over to my other computer. My room is still a hot mess, you guys, from when we got back, but I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna walk over to my other computer over there, and we're gonna talk about, um, what I'm gonna do with Embroidery and those autumn letters. Okay. And come in here. How's that for sound now? We got it? Got it. Okay, good. There it is. Okay, good. I've got mics and cameras everywhere trying to figure these out. Yes. Okay, thank y'all. Got it. Okay. So, if you are doing Autumn Love and you have not yet updated your embroidery machine files, I'm going to baby step you how to go through all of that. Okay. Awesome. Perfect sound. Good. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So you're going to go to, let me go to this website. Okay. So here's what you're going to do. Let me share my screen. All right. We're going to go to Pattern Updates by Riley Blake. So you'll go to rileyblakedesigns.com/pattern-updates. You can Google Riley Blake. So Riley Blake is the manufacturer, okay, the distributor of the pattern, and Lori Holt works. Her fabric, everything is through Riley Blake. They're like a Moda, okay? They got different fabric manufacturers. Riley Blake is one of them. So very well known in the quilting world, new to the embroidery world. So you're going to look at Riley Blake Pattern Updates, and you can go to the machine embroidery one, click on that, and then you're going to scroll down and you're going to look for project updates. Okay. We got project updates and we have freebies. So the project updates, you're going to click on this. And here's the one for Autumn Love. And when you open it, it looks like a PDF. And now I need to change my screen. Okay. So you can see. Now let me share this again. And Make sure you guys can see what I see. Yes. So here is the update that you get. You're going to scroll down and it's going to give you some new cutting sizes for various fabrics. But right here, where it says date of update, thank you for your recent purchase, blah, blah, blah. The upgraded blocks can be found here. So you're going to click that. That's a link. When you click that, it says, do you want to open this link? And you're going to click open link. I need to change my page so you guys can see everything. Let me close that. And now I'm going to share my whole entire screen with y'all so you can see. Let me go to entire screen. We're going to get the infinity window for a minute and share. Okay. And then I'm going to go to this. This is what it looks like. So when you click that link, it's going to say, do you want to open it? And you're going to get Project Upgrade June 2025. So you'll come down to, this is a Dropbox, okay? So you're going to come down to whatever your file format is for your machine, and you're going to click it. And then you're going to choose the size that you're making. Click that. Now here are all of the upgraded embroidery designs. And you're going to come over here. You don't need to log in or sign up or anything. There's a download button up here in the corner. Let me make sure you guys can. I hope you're seeing this. Okay. I'm hoping y'all. Okay. So you just click this download button right here. And it says your download will begin shortly. And you're going to get this zip file in the downloads. Okay. Don't click on open file. Come over here to the folder and click on show in folder. And then you're going to get your downloads and it's a zip. You make sure it's highlighted. And there's a button up here on a Windows machine that says extract all. If you're on a Mac, you can just double click it and open it, but you can just extract all. And it's going to ask you select a destination and extract the files. And you're going to click browse, or you can leave it in your downloads. What I did with mine is I put it in my embroidery and my Autumn Love Lori Holt folder. Okay. So I did that. So you can select folder and then click extract. It's going to do it twice for me. Now it says it already has 20 files of the same name. That's because I just did this morning on this one. So I'm going to get out of this. Here is my download that I did. So here are all of the files that I already have from the USB. These are the files that I got from the USB. So I'm going to go to the 6x10 folder. These are the new ones. These were downloaded 8/14. Okay. So I'm going to Control A to select all. Let me get on here. Oh, Control A to select all. And you can right click and copy, or you can use the copy button up here. Okay, copy. And now I'm going to go back one folder. You can click in the top up here. That's like a breadcrumb trail, like Hansel and Gretel. I'm going to click that. And then I'm going to right click and paste, or use your paste button up here, either way. And it says it has 20 files with the same names. There are 60 files total, but 20 of them are different. And I'm going to tell it, replace the files in the destination. And those are the new ones that you downloaded. Okay. There's the new ones that you downloaded. That's it. Now the lettering was not changed with the new pattern updates. And that's it. Okay. Also, I told you we were going to go, let me get out of this. Minimize that and get out of that. Okay, so I'm going to close this window. I don't need it. And there was the, this is where the link is, where you get your new embroidery design files. I'm going to jump back over here for a second, you guys. I want to make sure you guys are seeing everything good. Okay. Awesome. All right, you guys are good. So I'm going to come back over here. We're on project updates, RileyBlakeDesigns.com. And then we're on the project updates. Okay. And this is the embroidery design updates. I'm going to go back, and now we're back to the project update, and we're going to go to freebies. Freebies, when you click on it, this is the finished size chart that they put out. So you can click this, and you're going to see a PDF file. Okay. So I'm going to scroll down, and I would love for it to give me the chart. There it is. It just had to render. Now I'm making, this is the 6x10. Okay. And then this one right here, there's your 8x12. And down here is your 9x14. It's taking a second to load. But I'm going to come up here in this 6x10. That's the one I'm making. I'm going to come over to my plus, and I'm going to make it a lot bigger so I can zoom in. I want to see what's going on here. This block finishes, this is the letters I'm going to do today. This block finishes at 2 3/4 by 13. So I want you to kind of take a notice on something here. You can see they're actually like they're not jump stitches. They're extra stitches. You can see that line there. I don't like that. I don't want that. I'm going to get rid of those. I'm going to talk about how to do that here in a minute. But you can see these extra stitches, and I just don't like them. Also, notice you've got a gap here where you can see fabric on either side, the top and the bottom and around the outside. It finishes at 2 3/4 by 13, but you can certainly see fabric up here. All right. So I'm going to get back over to Embrilliance now, and we're going to take a look at this. And let me do this. All right. Newlygan says, love the finish size chart. Thanks for getting that for us. You're more than welcome. Riley Blake has been the lady who's working in there now in their machine embroidery area, she's brand new to Riley Blake, but she's been an embroiderer for decades, okay, forever and ever. And so she understands the gap is from the squirrels. The extra stitching is in the seam allowance. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's the way it looks. Yeah, Tina. Okay, I'm glad you said that. So the gap is in the squirrels. It's not in the lettering. Okay, so if you want to do it like that, you certainly can. I'm going to move mine around a little bit. Your pages don't look anything like mine on Riley Blake. Well, I don't know why, Connie. Frito bomb. Yes, she just heard Daddy in the kitchen. She went running across. Oh my goodness. You stitched them all together last night, Heidi. Did they turn out good? So, okay, now here's what I'm going to do with the letters. Let me go ahead and get my screen with you guys again, and we're going to look at Embrilliance. So, and let me go to window, and here we go. All right. So I have brought in the autumn. This is the AUT. Now, what I'm looking at, this is what it comes in like. There are some of those extra stitches that these are in the seam allowance because it's having you right there. So this first line, let me zoom in a little. This first line right here, that's like a basting stitch. And then this line right here is, I'm using it as a sew line, okay, because I'm doing Quilt As You Go. So when I open this up, I am in Embrilliance. This is Essentials. Okay, you can see here, this is the main design area. This is the objects panel right over here. And here are all of the stitches that are going to be used for each object. So if I click on this object, 1.1, there is that outer basting line. Okay, they want you to stitch that and then eventually take it out. If it's in the seam allowance, I don't know that you absolutely have to. It's up to you. And then here is AUT. Now take a look. So these stitches are some of those extra stitches I was talking about. I don't like those. I'm going to get rid of those. But at this point, they are actually part of the cut file that I'm going to use. So if you look at this, this is your placement line. I'm going to pre-cut my pieces. And this is your placement line. Look how big that's going to make that. That's really weird. You know, honestly, I don't know if I can pre-cut these because they've got this cut line. This is what I would normally use. It's so big. It's so crazy big. Okay. And then here is the tack down. So on the tack down, you're actually going to get, this is the tack down right here in the middle. After the tack down, you're going to take your scissors and go in there and trim that away. I don't think I'm going to be able to pre-cut these. I can pre-cut. Midge says I can. I don't know. I know they're supposed to be, yeah, these are in the seam allowance. See, because you can tell that from this final right here. See this? These are all in the seam allowance is what it shows. I don't know why those blue lines. I guess you could trim them off. You certainly could. Yeah, you could certainly trim them off. Is that the way you did it, Midge? Aha, here we go. You pre-cut, and then after you ironed it down, you did the tack down and cut it before the final stitch. Yep, Betsy, that's right. That's the way to do it. Absolutely. More than one way to do stuff. I don't know why they did that with these extra stitches in here. Yeah. So do the placement line. You're still going to have, you can stop the machine if you want. They say this is in the seam allowance, and then the gap right here that's up above it is from the squirrel blocks. Now I've seen this on Facebook. Okay. Cheryl switched to a Juju alphabet and it was much easier. You can do that as well. I have seen those custom. Yep. I have seen those. All right. Let me see here. I'm going to hide this. Hold on. Hide. There we go. So Midge did the same thing that Betsy did. I played around with it for a couple of days and cutting the tops off was easiest and it worked. Okay. I like that. I really do not want to have to manually trim that around. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do, you guys. I'm going to click on this 1, 2. This is the placement line. Now, I would like to have a line here in the middle of the A. It's not there. Okay. You're just supposed to trim it, freehand trim it in the, after you iron it down and it does the tack down, you'll cut away in the middle of the tack down. Well, if you've got heat and bond behind that, that's a little hard to do, right? So I'm going to use Stitch Artist. So I'm going to go into Stitch Artist. I'm going to click this. And right here in the draw area, the default is the square. I'm on circle. That's the last thing I use. I'm going to use this rectangle. And I'm going to draw a rectangle right here. And I'm going to make sure that that rectangle is in the middle of those stitches. Okay. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this button right here in the stitch. Now that I have a shape, what kind of stitch do I want it to be? I want it to be a run stitch. And it is. So look here now. It created design to a run. All right. And I can come here to the run button and I can tell it it's a single versus a double. And that's fine. Okay. And it's 2.5 millimeters. And that's fine too. The stitch length is 2.5. Don't have a problem with that. But what I think what that is going to do is it's going to create a hole in the A. You're not seeing my drop downs? Sorry. I I did add a rectangle. I just did that. Yep. That's exactly what I'm doing is I'm adding a rectangle. Yep. So the drop downs, you guys can't see that? Okay, hold on. You should be able to. Hold on. Let me do it again. Let me do that again. Never hurts to go over it twice, right? Okay. So I'm going to hit this and I'm going to hit delete. Ta-da. All right, here we go. I'm going to use the rectangle. I'm in Stitch Artist. So when you click on the button right here, it looks like a quarter of a sundial. You're going to jump into Stitch Artist. Okay. I think you can do this in Stitch Artist 1. I'm pretty sure. I'm going to, right here where it says draw, you want to make sure that you're on, you've got all these different shapes. I want to make sure I'm on the rectangle. Okay. And I'm going to draw my rectangle and make sure that it's right there and it's covered. That rectangle is covered by those stitches. Okay. There you go. You can see it. Okay. And then this section is the stitch section. What kind of stitch? Right now, see over here in the object panel, it just says a line. It's just a shape. It's not stitches. I'm going to click on this one right here that says run. And I'm turning it into a run stitch. Okay. Perfect. So now what I want to do is I'm going to tell this, I'm going to click on this one. And down here where it says on the color chip, I'm going to right click and tell it applique position. Okay. And right here, I'm going to tell it applique position. Right click, applique position. It thinks it's going to be a hole. Okay. I mean, it thinks it's going to be an applique, I think. We'll see. Right click, applique position. Okay. So now I'm going to left click on the color chip and a thread dialog box pops up and we've got color and we have applique. I want my inflate on my applique to be 0.0 so it fits exactly. And I'm going to tell it save all. And where do I want to save it? I'm going to call it SVG. Okay, because it's saving as a scalable vector graphic. I'm going to keep it in my downloads and that's fine. I'm going to tell it save. Okay. And DPI dots per inch is 96. I'm going to tell it okay. And okay. Okay. So now I want to do the exact same thing. I'm going to, with the rest of the letters. Also notice, you guys, this last stitch right here, which is the final trim line. Okay. You've got a gap down here. And the gap up here comes from the squirrel blocks. Okay. But look at the size of this. Down here selected 2 3/4 by 6. This one is 6. And remember, we looked at the final size and it was 2 3/4 by 13. So here's your 2 3/4, which is what it's supposed to be. I'm going to click a new tab and here is the UMN with the little heart. So I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to click on my plus sign and I'm going to find, let me make this a little bigger. I'm going to find all of the Carolina Reds, this one right here. That's my placement line. So right click, applique position, and then click on down. And one more, that's the final stitching. There's the applique position for the heart. Right click, applique position. There's the tack down, final stitching, and the final trim line. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to click on applique position up here and then left click on the color chip to get my thread dialog box. I'm going to turn these into SVG cut files. So when I left click on the color chip, I get color and applique. It's applique position. Inflate is 0.0. I'm going to save all. And I'm going to call it UMN .svg and save. And okay. And okay. See that? All right. So let me come over here to my downloads. There are AUT and UMN. All right. There they are. So I'm going to go to my internet and I'm going to come over here and I want to go to my brother canvas. I need to log in. Okay. I'm going to go to new because I want a new screen here. And I'm going to come up to this SVG button, choose file, AUT, open, and okay. There's my hole. Yay. Yay. I'm going to highlight this and drag it over here. And I'm going to click SVG again, choose file, UMN, open, and okay. All right. This little heart is going to be a different color. All right. So these are all going to be the same fabric. I'm going to nudge them up close to each other. So we save space on fabric. I'm going to highlight both of them, right click and group. They're all one object. So now when they download, if I move them, they'll all move together. That's the point. Okay. And when I want my, no, I don't have to do that part. So I'm done with this. I'm going to change the title to AUT UMN SVG-EMB. So I know that these were made in Brilliance, and I'm going to hit the inbox with an arrow. Okay. Good. And we're going to download. And I'm going to download it, select the file transfer method. I'm going to send it to my scan and cut. And it's ready. I'm going to hit close. And I'm done. How's that? Okay. Patricia, she's on my thumbs up patrol today. Y'all give the video a thumbs up if you would. That helps push this content out to other stitchers. Did I get frozen? Okay. Let's see. Make sure everything's good. All right. You guys are doing great. Awesome. Subscribe too. We do all kinds of fun stuff here. All righty. I can see my computer back over there. We're going to go back over there and we're going to do some scan and cut. Okay. That will be awesome. Can you save it as an FCM file? You sure can if you want, Xandra. Absolutely. Yeah. What about the heart? Do I do a background in autumn? I have to look at the second U. Why? I don't understand. They have to match the embroidery design. Okay. Cheryl, does anyone use the Janome CM17 and would you recommend? Cheryl, if you're going to consider, this is just my advice, if you're going to consider buying that machine, you're going to spend that much money on that machine. It's a funky shape. Okay, I could cut that second U twice, I guess. Let me go back over there and take a look at that. Anyway, if you're considering spending that kind of money on a machine like that, I would seriously reconsider a brother or baby lock that has a camera in it. That new Janome machine, it doesn't have a camera. I will never again buy a machine that does not have a camera. The FCM saves wonky. It works better using the SVG. Also, I'll tell you guys too, if you're going to create an SVG file in Brilliance and you are using a machine, an embroidery machine that is different than a Brother or Baby Lock. Let's say you have a Janome. Go ahead and use the files from the PES file format. The Brother Scan and Cut likes the PES file format SVG creations better. There's another Frito bomb. So, okay. Yeah, I can't live without a camera either. I was so surprised. I saw that machine, that new Janome at festival last year or year before at Quilt Festival in Houston. And I was like, oh my gosh, that thing is amazing. And then I looked at it and I go, I'm reading all the stats. And I said, where's the camera? And the rep told me there's not one. And I'm like, really? They're going to charge that much for that machine and there's not a camera in it? So I would seriously reconsider getting a Brother or Baby Lock with a camera. That's just me, okay? I don't think you will like it if you don't have a camera. What do I think about Brother machines? I absolutely love them. See her biting her foot? Drives me crazy. So Xandra says she's saving PES for the Bernina. Should you save to SVG instead of FCM? The Brother Scan and Cut imports both, okay? But somebody said that the FCM saves wonky. I don't know. I would go ahead and try them both. Use your scrap basket. Try them both and see which one works. Yeah, healers trim their own nails. So, yeah, she has itchy. She's an itchy dog, but we give her Immubiome, Immune from Immubiome, and that's better for her than going through all of those. We're not going to give the shots. And the vet said she's fine doing what we're doing. Yeah. Okay, you guys. Yeah. So be very. The thing about buying a brand new machine is you don't know what you don't know until you get it, and then you're like, oh, it doesn't have that feature. So you guys, here's the thing. There's a brand new Brother machine that's out, and it's called the Celeste. Okay. Yeah, they released their new machines, Brother Celeste. It runs about $6,000. Okay. It does not have a camera. What it has is a 9x14 hoop. So it's as big as the Dream machines. Okay. If you can get it for better, that's great. But I think the retail on it is around $6,000 and, or thereabouts. You'll have to talk to your dealers. You have to buy it at a dealer. So that Celeste, it does not have a camera in it. So if you go and think, oh, I've got this, great big hoop now, it doesn't have a camera. So if you might consider, if you really want a camera, I think you can use placement with it with the Artspira app. Okay. You can use the app, same as the Stellaire. Yes. It doesn't have as many, it does not have like Design Center in it as fancy as the Stellaire. And then the Brother new multi-needle is the 1060W. Okay. Great machine. If you have the 1055, I would double check all of the new features on the 1060 and then make the decision then if it's worth an upgrade. If you have a 1050, you would probably want to do that. I believe the 1050 does not. No, it is not replacing the Stellaire, Franny. It is not. No. I would, if you've got the 1050, I don't think the 1050 has the camera, right? So if I have no idea what it's selling for, Cindy, none. I don't like to talk about prices on here at all, really, but I just kind of heard. I have not seen it in person yet. So it is not like the Stellaire, Marlene. It is not. It's not as smart as the Stellaire. It has the ability to do multiples, but it's really for, I think the new Celeste, the Brother Celeste, is for those people who want to do large project background quilting. That's what that's really for. Okay. You can do a bunch of multiples in there. It's a good machine. But I'll be honest with you. Are there any multi needles that are 9x14? Yes, my 1055 is a 9x14. Yes, it has a big 9x14 hoop. Sure does. So the 1060 does as well. It does not have a larger hoop than the 9x14. So just kind of, if you're interested in that 1060, if you're going to get a multi-needle, make sure it has a camera in it. The 1055 does and the 1060 does. Okay. But just kind of take a look at that. All right. So I am going to go over to my scan and cut now. We're going to put some hot fix adhesive on the back of some fabric and give it a shot. All right. So bear with me, y'all. We're going to get the audio right and everything on this. So let me get out of here. I'm going to do that. Okay. We have audio. We're doing good. Oh, Marlene says you can use the 9x14 on still air with the upgrade. Awesome. That's fabulous. Can you guys hear me? Yes. I got a no sound and a yes. Yes, yes. Okay, good. Great. Awesome. Perfect. So I'm going to move this. We're on my laptop, y'all, my MacBook. Hold on. There we go. Can you find that panel? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Let me go around here. So Hot Fix Adhesive has come out with some new products. They have this is a fusible designed to work with scan and cut, Cricut, Silhouette, AccuQuilt, Physics, and more. Okay, that's this one. This one is the permanent fusible adhesive. This one is pressure sensitive. So you can use this one. You have to kind of look at them. They all look alike. They don't have different color labels or anything. But this one is the new pressure sensitive. This is repositionable pressure sensitive permanent bond. So this allows you to move things around before you iron it. Okay. So Hot Fix has just come out with an applique mat, right? Hot Fix adhesive applique mat. So you can move this around. This one is the repositionable, right? Then they have the permanent fusible adhesive. This is the one that I've been using for years. I love this stuff. I love it more than heat and bond light. We're fixing to run out of time, y'all. And then this one is the new. Let me see here. Hold on. One of these is the light. Oh, here we go. This one is the featherweight. This is the new one. That's the featherweight. I haven't tried it, but I'm going to give it a try on these letters and see if it works. Okay. So, Lynn, we're picking up Dottie on Saturday. Okay. Okay. You guys, y'all get attached to the machines. I know. I feel you. Okay. So this is the one that I've used for years. This is the regular one here. But I really want to try the featherweight. I've never used it. So where's my scissors? Let me open this up. Oh, here they are. Has anybody used the featherweight successfully? So Pat says she loves it. All right. Y'all, Hot Fix Adhesive is a new sponsor of mine. I'm just going to declare that out there. They sent me this for free to share with you. So I'm not being paid. I do not have a link for it, but I do get the product from them for free. I have to disclose that on YouTube. They make me do that. That's fine. But I've used it for years, even, before they were a sponsor. I like Hot Fix adhesive. Okay. I wish they wouldn't tape it like that, though. Okay. So, let's see. I wanna make sure that I get this off correctly. There we go. Oh, here it is. It is a lot lighter. You can kinda see that right there, okay? Alright. I need to, alright, I need to go back to my I didn't make a note of the I did not make a note of how big a piece of fabric I needed in Brother Canvas. So I'm gonna go back and take a look at that. Let me share that with you guys. Also, before we go, I wanted to let you guys know who got here late, and be sure to come tomorrow because we're gonna have an amazing giveaway, amazing giveaway. Juju has come out with brand new stabilizers. We're gonna use these tomorrow when I stitch these letters. So she's got Cut Easy, which is like a fibrous cutaway stabilizer. She has Tear Easy. The link below is in the description box. That's my link. If you use it, I appreciate it. She has Tear Easy. We're going to play with these. And then she has the No Show Mesh Cutaway, which is magic mesh. If you were on the last sew and sale, you probably used this. So, yeah, I like that the Hot Fix doesn't fray the edges either. She also has a brand new batting line, and it is the lofty soft batting, and it's fabulous. Now, I want to tell y'all, you will not find these products on her website. These are at designsbyjujuplus.com. It's a whole different website. Okay. How does Hot Fix compare to Heat and Bond Light? It's way better, Bernadette, way better. So if you go to designsbyjuju.com and you type in batting on the website, it should a page should come up, but it'll take you to Designs by Juju Plus. Okay. If you use my link below, it's going to go to designsbyjujuplus.com. Now, that's because these are physical products, and Designs by Juju has um, digital products. So two different. Can you use my link? Absolutely. Absolutely you can. How do I keep my stabilizer organized? That's a work in progress. So, so when you went to her regular website, Midge, when you clicked on that, it actually jumped you over to Designs by Juju Plus. It comes up, you can see it, but when you click on it, you're actually going to another website. She did put that in there. You can get to the supplies tab. Yeah. Okay. To the DBJJ Plus page. My link below goes directly to the Designs by Juju Plus. Okay. So anyway, HEB is supposed to be Heat and Bond. Diane, we love HEB, don't we? All right, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and get the Heat and Bond on the back of this fabric. And then tomorrow we're going to cut them out and stitch them out, and we'll get it to work. Okay. So anyway, I'm so glad you spent some time with me today. I had a lot of fun. We learned a lot playing with Embroidery. I apologize for the audio issues, but I got many things going on, and I'm a one-man show. So I will see you in the morning. Y'all come back. We're going to have giveaway Friday, okay? And it's going to be amazing. Talk to you soon. I love y'all. Go sew something. Bye.